Hello, this is Alexander Cross with Law Offices of Cross & Associates. If you'd like to learn more about criminal law here in the San Francisco Bay Area, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross & Associates. So we received an interesting inquiry here on our YouTube channel. This has to do with dismissing a case of attempted rape. Let's see, 5 years ago, I was accused of attempted rape. I completed my sentence, and in the end, the charges were dismissed. Does that mean that I'm not a sex offender? Okay, this is a pretty confusing one, because if you completed your sentence, those charges were not dismissed. If the charges were dismissed, you didn't complete a sentence. So this is what my take on this is. I'm assuming that the charges were dismissed if in fact they dismissed them, but what happened is you weren't actually completing a sentence. You were probably in custody waiting for trial or until your matter got resolved. So yeah, it's horrible that you were actually there in custody, but you were not actually serving a sentence. Now, had you been found guilty of the offense, or had you pled guilty to the offense, the time that you served there would have been subtracted from your eventual sentence. But in this case, I don't think you actually got a sentence. The charges, it seems like they were dismissed. So if the charges were dismissed, no, you wouldn't have to register as a sex offender. What I would recommend that you would do is you need to go to the courthouse and you need to get a copy of a minute order. Specifically, you need to get a copy of the minute order of your final days in court. Ideally, look for a disposition. If you could find a disposition and it says that the charges were dismissed, then no, absolutely not. You wouldn't have to be a sex offender. Maybe they didn't dismiss all the charges, maybe they just dismissed some of them, in which case you may have to register. So it just depends on what your docket sheet or minute order says. But I would recommend definitely getting a copy of your minute order. If the charges were dismissed and you were just stuck in custody during the time that your matter was being handled, then no, you would not have to register as a sex offender. Obviously, if you pled to the offense, then you would have to register. Definitely get a copy of your disposition. You can get that easily at the criminal court, at the criminal department, at the county where you had your case. Regardless, if you'd like to learn more about criminal law here in the San Francisco Bay Area, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Law Offices of Cross & Associates. But if you've been accused of a crime and need representation in court, be sure to give us a call at 1-800-862-7677. Once again, 1-800-862-7677. The next video we're going to be producing has to do with sex among young people. See you on our next video.